Hey guys, Travis here, Stevens Truck Power. We are going to be pulling the liners out of a big cam that has inserts in it. That's a repair sleeve that is right here on the liner. But some do have and some don't have, so you got to be aware of what you're looking for. But this is the repair sleeve. As you can see, there's another line right there. So the liner's here, right there, and out to the side of it is another section. Okay, that's the repair sleeve. It kind of almost goes into the bolt hole right there too. But you'll look for it where the two adjacent liners are, and if you look real close, this repair sleeve actually cuts in to the other repair sleeve right there. Okay, and you don't want to pull that repair sleeve out. Okay, it takes a special tool to put it in, and it also takes a special tool, the same tool, you got to cut it out. So if you pull it out and break it, there's no way to center the tool to put it back in. So there's this piece right here. We got this from Monaco. Maybe there's a part number on it. 50010-22. But there's a couple options here. So depending upon what kind of liner puller you have. So this one just has the square feet on it. If you get a liner puller from Cummins, a lot of times there'll be a half moon shape right here, and that is to sit on that flange. I'll be honest with you that they don't work that good either, but if you have the half moon shape, that's what it's designed for. But anyway, this will go on here like so, and then you got to center this so that it's on the repair sleeve. It is a little bit big, so you got to just kind of get it on there. Something like that. Now normally I would just use a gun on this tool, but I'm not going to do that with the repair sleeve because you got to be careful and watch what you're doing. As I'm talking with the flashlight in my mouth. Alright, so I'm going to have this flashlight in my mouth so I can see, so I'll try to make it so you can understand me. But we pretty much got that centered on there. And then, like I said, normally I'd use a gun just to pull them up, but this is pretty technical, and you know, if it starts bringing the insert with it, and you got to readjust, so it's just best to take it easy. I'm just checking all the way around just to make sure nothing's wrong. Well, there goes our coolant, or some of it, I should say. Okay, that one's out of there. As you can see, it's got a shim under it, so when you do the inserts, you put the insert in and then you cut it for a shim at the same time, for a 20,000 shim usually. So we will check those and see what they are before we go back together and decide if we need to cut more or what. All right. Now you can see that real good. See that step in there? It's actually got a little gap. That's the insert. And I'll go back around with a little ball peen and just tap it, make sure it's down in there and gonna stay there. But there it is. And as you can see, I don't know if my light helps or hurts, but This insert, like I mentioned before, goes into the other one. It's actually clear into it and part of the other side. You can see how they cut right into it. So when they put that insert in and then you put the other one in, you got to cut the block and you cut into the other insert to get your insert in. So quite a process. You definitely don't want to pull them out and break them. This one actually does have a little lip, so it lifted just a little bit, but that's what the tool's all about. And we'll just tap it back down, should be good to go. There is a little lip right there. But that's the inserts. That's what you're looking for. Always look close, clean the block up good so you know what you're dealing with, and get the proper tool, and then you're good to go. So we're just going to go ahead and we'll mic these and see where we're at for protrusion. We may have to cut some more out, and then we'll go back together. So there you are. That's how to pull a liner that has inserts.